we got you have Roops, right? You did a Riviera.
Yep.
And the Riviera is a 65?
65.
65 Riviera. And that's how we kind of came into, like, you were introduced to Tropical Glitz.
Yes, I was having some issues with another flake companies. It's not issues, I typically spray silver flake. And I put a candy to make the color. Well, Roop wanted a gold flake. And I was spraying, and for some reason I was having trouble getting it covered, and I didn't know why. And I've sprayed some gold flakes since, and I just don't have good luck with it. Why, I don't know. But so I called the other guy, and he said I was a rookie and didn't know what I was doing. And I was like, "Fuck." So he's a prick.
So it's funny because Roops hits me up on Instagram. And it's like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
My time. I'm in Miami.
Yeah.
Roops is in his Idaho. And it rolls over to midnight, the conversation. Yeah. And he's like, hey, I call this big Instagram popular company, you know, and they just blew me off.
Yep.
And they told that the flake didn't look right because you had to spray it over black. How you have to spray?
Yeah, he said to spray
over black.
Yeah, and I'm like, so you're
black primer, black base coat.
Black base coat. So I told him, so you're telling me that gold flake is going to cover better over black than it does a gold base? Yeah. I said, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you're going to call me a rookie.
Yeah, and then he didn't tell me the company. And I go, let me help the guy. I was interested in hearing it out.
And you sent us a couple jars of free flake.
Yeah. But I didn't trip. And he goes, oh, this is what they told me. I go, no, bro. Like, you can spray it over gold base. Like, it's going to lay out. You're going to cover. It's going to struggle more on black. It looks deeper on black.
Yeah, yes.
And then he was like, well, this, quote unquote, he goes, nah, this old guy, he's a hell of a painter, just doesn't have Instagram. And I kind of laughed, and I was like, all right. And I looked at the stuff, but you were really not posting at all, bro.
I kind of, Roop kind of got me doing a lot more.
Roops was such a really nice person over the phone with me, and I got that genuine vibe. And then I said, hey, bro, I take care of you. And then I think what I liked about Roops is he was very appreciated, because he was like, bro, what time is it over there? He goes, oh, it's like midnight. He said, what are you doing talking? I go, well, I was interested in helping you out.
Yeah, and you did.
And it was kind of cool. It was different. Yeah. And I really loved the color scheme on the car.
Yeah.
Like, I think I was like, yo, this car, what you guys have set up is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And it has so much white with teal. I'm like, I've never
It doesn't make sense that it should work, but it does. It works really good.
It works.
And Roop picked most of those colors.
Yeah, you told me.
And I was going, dude, you're fucking crazy. And then when it was done, I said, well, I'm going to eat crow.
Yeah.
Because it's badass,
It is
bro.
badass.
Yeah, it looks really freaking good.
And then I came and I visited you in person, and I started looking at these posters, and I'm like, holy shit. You painted these? Like, yeah, I painted these. Like, bro, I have all your fucking stuff in my house. Like, I grew up. I got a book with you where you had
hair.
You had some hair, not a lot, but the beard was dark.
Yeah, it was dark. Yeah, and the gray came, but
it was like the book was in 96, 95, and I'm like, bro, what a small world. And we were already doing business for over a year and some change. And
I get a lot of people are like, dude, you got to promote yourself more, and you gotta. And it's just one of those things where it's like, I hate the guy that pats his own back. You know, my back hurts because I'm doing this all fucking time.
Yes, but yes and no, though.
Yeah, I know.
One is to say you're the best. Well, let me be careful. I always say only the best in my slogan.
Yeah.
But I'm not the best. But we do believe that we work with the best people.
Absolutely.
Best pigment. But the work, like, let the work speak for itself.
Yeah.
I think
I've always been the guy that paints something, parks it at a show, stands back just enough to where I can hear what people are saying.
And you feel good about it.
Yeah. And there's some that are like, oh, this guy fucked this thing good. That's what I want. You old Pete. Yeah, you old prick. I don't care what you think.
We get people that on Instagram is like, keep it stock. I'm like, I admire some stuff stock, but dude, not everything, bro.
No.
Some shit like looks way better custom than stock.
Yeah, and I'm not leaving nothing custom. I could have a 39 Zephyr worth $300,000, and I'm gonna pattern the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
It's just the way
crazy
it is.
what those things are worth, bro.
But I mean, I don't care. I don't care.
What do you think is your favorite car, bro? Like, out of all the stuff you've done and painted and built, like, what do you think? At least one car that sticks out to you that you're like, man, I really did like this project, or it was.
I liked Sean's, that Sonic Reducer, the 60 old. I loved Roop's. I really like my wife's little Roadster. I think those three
are the ones
that stand out. My buddy Joe's 60 Cadillacs, I like that. I don't know. I always try to make the next one better than the last one.
Yeah.
So, you know, I hope there's, you know, we have that chopped...
the pickup truck?
No, that, and then the chop, whatever the hell is that? It's a Lincoln, 56 Lincoln?
Yes.
That one.
Yeah, that
one's gonna, dude. It has a nice look.
The look, I walked around recording.
Yeah,
primer. I'm like, this car has a great stance.
Yes.
Is it channeled?
No, I don't think it's channeled.
But the roof,
airbag,
the roof is really.
So I think that one will probably be one of my favorites when we're done. I just have I really like the way the car looks because not many people build those, so they're not. You know, it's not like a Merc. You see Mercs all the time. I love Mercs, but I like
that's real dope.
Yeah,
it's different.
Yeah, and the truck too. The truck's got a lot of shit done to it, and he's gonna pattern it out. We're gonna do that one just patterns under. We're gonna do mixed root beer and Monarch or something.
Okay, to get
maple syrup, to give it that kind of.
So people don't know those are the names of the
names
candies.
Of your color candies, yes.
How long you been using them now, and what's your opinion?
Probably 3 years, 3 or 4 years.
Has it been that long?
I think so. Yeah.
This time flies, bro.
I love them, dude. They're the cleanest candies on the market. I don't give a shit what anybody says. When you use House of Color stuff, if you put too much on, it starts to get muddy. Yours, 7-8 coats in, you can see right through, no muddiness, doesn't start to get that brown tint. And that's not talking shit, it's just fact. They work better and they're cleaner. That's just the way it is.
You compared it to the old Hot Hues candies. I went in a conversation. Is that still accurate, or?
I think the Hot Hues candies would get a little muddy at times too.
Okay.
You know, but I liked using the Hot Hues candies too, but the fact that you probably have, how many colors you got? 45, 50?
No, not that.
I got 30 or 40.
I think what we have, don't quote me on it because I'm terrible because I make a bunch of shit.
There's a shit.
I think it's like 28. 28.
Is that it? I thought there would be more.
Well, we have like 4 reds, 3 oranges.
That's the cool shit.
4 yellows.
Is you have,
maybe I don't think it's 40. Maybe 32.
Okay.
32, 35.
I think it's more.
But it's a bunch because
it's a lot compared to other companies.
Well,
they might have 10.
Well, the thing is that yellow. Then there's yellow red.
Yeah.
Then a yellow that has a green undertone to it. So you have a yellow red, yellow green, yellow gold.
Yeah.
So there's right there 4 yellows.
Then you can add those to the green or to the blue. I mean, you can make.
No, and then I have a green it's a green.
Yeah.
It's just straight. Then a green that has a yellow to it.
Yellow tint. Yeah.
I think we have 2 greens, maybe 3 greens. Then I have a green that I mixed. Couple, and then it looks
teal.
no, I have a green that looks like antifreeze. Like it has.
Okay, that's the lime green.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, dope,
dude. And I still got more shit that I'm gonna make.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to go crazy.
Yeah.
Like off the bat, and I did go crazy. But
and you got the violet, which is, you know, that was probably one of my favorite House of Color colors is the candy violet, and they discontinued it, which is the stupidest thing they ever did, I think.
And it's violet with that really nice red undertone. That's what I was looking for.
And it's way cleaner.
Yeah.
Way cleaner.
Yeah, that one's a bitch to make, but
it's dope.
I love it though.
Yeah,
I like violet. Violet has a soft spot.
Violets and purples and yeah. And I like all the blues. The purple's really dope. That's the thing with other companies' purples. They really have a brown undertone to them, where yours does it super freaking clean.
Yeah, I was avoiding
like that 61 bubble top that we did just the flats, and it's the blue, the violet, the purple. Dude, come on. Since the candies came out, dude, everybody's been like,
well, I think too, and to be full transparent, you know, people, you're sponsored, you work with us,
but you're not going to use something if it's junk.
Well, the thing is,
no matter how cheap it is.
I'm really particular because I've had people try to shake me for years for free stuff, but you can tell the people that just want free stuff, and you guys don't need to choose. Like, we work with you. If it's garbage, you're like, I don't care. I can just buy it. You know, like, why run the risk of tarnish your reputation?
Exactly. Well, you don't want to have to redo stuff, and you don't want to have to fight with shit.
Yeah.
So you get something that works really good, and you stick with it.
Yeah.
It's hard to switch, and then once you do, the thing I love about your stuff is I don't have any delamination. I don't have peels, and that's something I freaking hate more than anything is when it peels. Yeah. The only time I'll ever get peels is if I get in too big of a hurry with the flake.
Yeah.
and I need, you know, like.
Oh, you don't gas it out, you think?
You got to let it gas out. You know, it's not 15 minutes. You need to wait 30, 40 minutes in between coats. And then you never have a problem. If you don't, then you're going to have a problem. Well, going there for the class and seeing how you're about it, dude. You have shit that you're just showing me all this crazy stuff that you're going to come up with, and there's joy when you talk about it. You're all excited, and
I mean, it takes forever sometimes.
Well, yeah, but still you have a definite freaking.
I like this though.
Yes,
I don't. Well, the fact if you think about how I did it, why I started it.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have a great backstory,
but it snowballed into something.
Yeah. Well, you didn't expect it, but then there it is, you know, and it's because of your passion for it is why it did.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the bottom line. If you didn't have passion, it wouldn't have done near as well.
If you're into custom colors and you love what you're watching and you want to see what we're all about, check us out on our website, www.tropicalglitz.com.
Where the name Kdaddy? Your name's Kyle.
Kyle.
And then your last name is
Gan. Yeah. Kdaddy. I don't know. That came in the mini truck days, and I can't remember. I think maybe my friend Luis Castillo maybe gave me that name. It was in that era, and I don't know, man, and it just stuck. You know, everybody knows me as that at this point. Yeah, it's crazy.